For 17 young gentlemen, Menzies College has proven a barren wasteland in their search for true love. In desperation, they have turned to the women closest to them, their own mothers, to help them find the girl that might just possibly be the one. Tonight, in aid of disaster-stricken Vanuatu, we present to you, Please Marry My Boy.
No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be.
I think the type of girl that Zave really needs is someone that will take him back to his roots and someone that's perhaps deaf, so they don't have to listen to his voice all the time.
Well, like, my biggest turn on for like girls is maybe like when the nice ones, like when they smile nice and they say hello to me. They're nice girls. I really like teats, like a nice, well-shaped, sort of like rotund, but not too rotund, like sort of firm at the same time. And then like dark, so like tanned, not too tan, but just darkish. And then like fore nipples. So I'm talking about cows, I'm not talking about you girls. I don't really care what you offer, but as long as you can bring like cattle or acres or something of that variety, then you're not a winner.
Zave hasn't found love, he's found an STD.
Oh, Paddy, did you ask my number one talent to draw the ladies? Did you ask for a talent? Well, for a few years now, Paddy, I've been working on my musical skills. I think this will get them. Yeah, but if that doesn't sell me, then I don't know what else will.
I think Zave is just so unlucky in love because he has such high standards. Why can't he settle for someone for a 65-acre vineyard? I just don't understand.
For a girl.
Yeah.
You know, about 5'8", blonde hair, good pussy. I know, bear a stronger resemblance to Zave Kelly's mum. You can't say that.
The ideal girlfriend for Patrick would be someone with a license so I don't have to drive him around.
If you date, it'd start off with her driving me to the young courtroom. We'd sit there and endure through hours of assault charges and AVOs, and finally we'd get to my drink driving case and, you know, be over before you know it, and then off to the pub for a few beers and I'll drive home.
Oh, Patty's found love, just with a bitch.
I'm looking for love because I need to find a girl to bury my bone in.
Being an archaeology student, my little Fowl has trouble finding a girl because he talks about fucking rocks all day.
My ideal date would have to be 2.5 million years ago in the late Pleistocene period, when Australopithecus boisei first used stone tools.
Why should you pick my boy? He knows how to bury his bone.
If I ever found my dream girl, I'd take her to Francis's and would eat salmon all day.
Well, I think Jack's been pretty unlucky in love. I think the main reason is probably because he introduces himself as ruder. What a dickhead.
I like my women like I like my drinks at Stolly's. Cheap, quick, numerous, and I can't really remember them in the morning. Date. I don't think I've ever done a date. Jeez. I was going to grab a dictionary. I'll look that up for you. I'll be back in a minute.
Should probably marry Jack. Like, he's got some pretty good genes, good genetics, got a full set of hair. Yeah. And he's probably called Rooter for a reason.
My perfect girl, definitely someone my mate's already got with. Where would I take her on a date? Definitely not a pub.
I think the main reason why Adam's always been so unlucky in love is because all the mentors from last year have already moved off college.
I'm just really concerned about H. Like, last year, I don't even think he got with a girl. Like,
I don't think I even saw him walking around with a girl or talking to a girl.
Yeah, I don't think he even kissed a girl last year. It's really sad to see.
My perfect day would start off with her taking me to McDonald's. I would be able to buy a large meal, but she can only get something off the loose change menu. Followed by, we'll go to the movies and watch a romantic comedy and get freaky at the back seat. And then to conclude, I would take her back to my room, candlelit, and trim each other's toenails.
So, who do we think H would end up with?
Probably someone tall.
Dark brown hair, yeah. Tan.
Yeah.
Someone starting with E?
Yeah, like Ellie or Ellie.
Well, I was thinking Emma, but.
I need a girl who doesn't mislead Dad.
Tom, what's your favourite way to work out?
I love the gym, but it just isn't enough. I need a bit of stability in my life.
I want someone who supports Tom in the gym as much as Gabby supports me.
We think Tom is now ready to settle down. He's finally got his body in full
Peak, yeah, condition.
Oh, well, come and meet my little Nikki now. We'll come say hi. Nick, son. Nick, you're never going to meet a girl if you're always naked. What are you doing?
The biggest turn off in a girl is someone that just doesn't appreciate a good craft beer. A perfect date for me would be going to a gig to watch the Tuna Sirens. You've probably never heard of them before. Followed by a brewery tour with copious amounts of craft beer. Do I have any special talents? Do I? He's one of many.
My ideal girl is preferably a woman in a position of power, someone a bit older, preferably with big titties, who can kiss as well as Dave can. My ideal date for a girl would be taking her down to the local fish and chip shop, giving her a bit of the salmon batter, and just see where the night takes us.
So I think Hayden's been a bit unlucky in love because he seems to like to keep it a bit close to home.
Therefore, I'd like all you ladies to bet on him and branch out his options.
Poor Lucky gets a lot of judgment having two mums, but we've taught him to treat a woman right.
Boys and girls, it's your main man Black Curran here, protege of Ali G, man himself. Respect. First of all, me ideal woman, or a woman with well droopy swingers, I reckon. Oh man, respect. Next of all, my perfect date, a fair romp in the bogs of Stolberg's Beer Cafe, I reckon. Am I right? Respect. That's it from me, Black Curran.
Why should you marry my son? Isn't it obvious? He's the son of the Slayer. He's learnt from the best.
I'm a man of simple pleasures.
a cheap wine, good pub meal. You pick me for a date and you'll get more than that.
Son likes a good hickey. He's only human.
When I had a one-night stand with the Tasmanian, I got a little more than I bargained for.
Being from Tasmania, the hardest thing definitely about finding a girlfriend is probably the second head. So our ideal girl is...
fellow Tasmanian, therefore we both make out at the same time.
So it's been about 2 years since we broke up with our cousin.
It's been very difficult finding love again.
I think I'm ready to move on, but Dylan's still stuck in the past.
You should definitely marry my boys. They've got 2 heads and 2 hearts.
My perfect girl is an independent woman.
G sure knows how to show a girl a good time. He always spends big bucks.
So the biggest turn off for me would be someone who wouldn't spend $400 on me.
The reason Jizzle's been unlucky in love might be because his name's Jizzle.
So my room isn't the only biggest thing I've got in college.
Why should you marry my child? They're the life of the party, a model citizen. They will treat you very well. Everyone at Menzies loves them. She lives on A1 and her name is Georgia. This is a picture of her. I also have a son called Dims and he's not bad as well.
Being a mentor coordinator, Dims, your wife must be pretty proud of you. I don't have a wife.
What? Ultimate wingman. Describe my perfect date. Be firm, juicy, light brown skin, preferably in the kitchen. Yeah, I love the fruit dates.
I'm not looking for a girl who's perfect. I mean, you know, I'd like a girl who's got just as many kinks as I do. My ideal girl would be one who leaves me speechless. But if I can't have that, well, I guess she can gag me instead.
Go.
Well, my ideal date. I guess this is pretty good. I mean, minus the pants.
Dave's been a good boyfriend, but I'm just not ready to get tied down yet. And I'm kind of looking for someone who can last longer than intermission.
My perfect date? Well, I'd probably take him out for 10 scones, maybe a crumpet. Then probably go talk about some football, like Tottenham's chances and everything like that. And then hopefully finish the day off by showing her the crown jewels. My ideal girl is preferably one with a boyfriend.
When my boy Marcus was born, I used to push him around at prom. People would come up to me and say, "Why is there pastry in the prom?" I said, "That's me boy Marcus, don't say that." I said, "One day you'll get a date with a nice lady." Today's gonna be that day. Get him, top lad. Whoa, Marcus!
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy. Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry our boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry our boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry our boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy.
Please marry my boy Marcus.
Together.